Have I ever told you how greed finds its way into every heart on this Gyldenmist-shrouded land? The gods fell. Their blood became the raging Gyldenmist, condensing into Gyldenblood that draws the greedy to this land. Guild hunters are among those drawn by greed, and you are one of them. Gather your team. Go to the continent rich in fortune and death, Weaverreach. Dark creatures lurk in the ruins. With your shabby weapons like those, you're just giving away free loot. Observe carefully. Search every corner. Find what others lack, what others envy. Sharper weapons, stronger armor, and more cunning gadgets. If you want to outlive others in the Gyldenmist, brute force is never the answer. Hunt monsters, sneak into labyrinths, open chests, and challenge the Mist Lord. Whatever path you choose, remember one thing. Stay close to your teammates. Your team's strength, the monster's threat, the lure of treasure, any of them can change your path. If you fall, your soul will wander to the place that lingers in your memory. Before it's too late, you still have a chance to reclaim your body and your equipment. But the real danger always comes from the Gyldenmist itself. When the deadly Gyldenmist begins to devour the land, you must make your choice. Find and defeat the Returnal Woodling to open the gate of evacuation. You may encounter far more powerful enemies along the way. Sometimes, a clever use of tactical item can buy you more time than a desperate fight ever could. At the worst moment, a choice must be made, and one must stay behind for the others. Have your teammates take your equipment and leave, and reclaim it when you return to camp. Make sure at least one person makes it out alive, and your team will have a chance to return. Otherwise, as more guild hunters arrive, a brutal fight will be inevitable. To survive, you must know your rivals, guild hunters. They come from different paths, wielding different powers. Mercenaries crush their enemies from the front. Their faith lies in hammers, swords, and shields. Few can stand before them. Sorcerers wield the power of destruction. They harness the elements to tear their enemies apart, or stardust magic to protect their allies. Shadow strikes lurk in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The moment the dagger is drawn, death is inevitable. Black arrows are expert watchers and deadly shooters. They strike from a distance and turn the terrain to their advantage. Seers uphold their commandments, using the power of belief to heal the wounded. But some choose to steal chaotic power from blasphemy. Knowing how each guild hunter fights is key to your survival. Follow the rhythm of battle. Block, counterattack, sneak, and ambush. In this land, no method is off limits. Brutal battles often bring greater rewards. Strike them all down and claim everything as yours. If you can go back alive, bring your rewards back to Windrest. This is where guild hunters catch their breath and prepare for what comes next. Organize your warehouse and make sure you have enough supplies. Strengthen yourself with the Gyldenblood you've collected. Master new combat skills. Dispatch scavenger squads to gather more supplies. Put on a new outfit in your tent, so you may confront the coming brutality in a more fitting manner. Vanquish your enemies and claim their Gyldenblood. face the Mist Lord, and mend the broken web of fate. Find out what lurks beyond the Mistfall. Will you become the strongest guild hunter and save a world on the edge of doom? Well, that depends on how many times you can return from the Gyldenmist.
Hello everyone! Our Global Beta 3 test will begin on September 15th Pacific Time in the evening. Up until now, we've introduced new content mainly through written announcements, but this time, we've recorded live gameplay footage to help you better understand Mistfall Hunter, follow me, and let's step together into the dark fantasy world of Mistfall Hunter. We've currently developed 5 classes: Mercenary, Sorcerer, Black Arrow, Shadow Strix, and Seer. We want to offer players a wide variety of playstyles, so each class has 2 archetypes with distinct combat styles. Some classes even use different weapons, depending on the archetype. In the latest version, we've finished development on female characters, as well as a new subclass for the Seer, the Blasphemer Seer. For today's demo, I'll be playing a female Seer. Recently, we also completed the character customization system. First, we need to choose a preset appearance. Let's go with number 5. Then, we can further fine-tune the facial details. In the current version, there are 7 facial areas with a total of 56 customization options to meet players' personalization needs. More customization options will be added in the future, giving everyone greater freedom of choice. For today's demo, we'll skip the tutorial stage after character creation. Welcome to the world of Mistfall Hunter. In this version, we've completed the development of the camp and related NPCs. The mysterious girl, Dew, can finally meet everyone. Dew is a crucial character in our world. She will guide guild hunters on their journey against the Gyldening, helping them level up and unlock skills and talents. After finishing the dialogue, let's explore the camp a bit. The current task is shown on the right side of the screen, with the next destination marked by a blue exclamation point. Let's first say hello to Sigrid, who's in charge of Victory Wine. On the left is the warehouse, but you can also press tab anytime to open its interface. On the right is Kazaro from Dimitriheim, the NPC in charge of the shop. Over here is Woodling Pip, who runs the auction house, along with his pack animal. The workshop is not unlocked yet. We'll cover it in detail later. The training grounds can currently be accessed via the entrance in the corner of the camp. As the game progresses, new non-player characters will appear in the camp, unlocking more features. Next, let me introduce the Seer class. The Seer currently has 2 archetypes, Reverent and Blasphemer. They use the ranged weapon Catalyst and the melee weapon Mace, respectively. Each archetype has completely different skills and talents. Unlike other classes, Seers must choose an archetype outside of matches and can only cast skills from that chosen archetype. To switch archetypes, simply click Renounce Oath or Pledge Oath in the skills interface. The Blasphemer Seer is a brand new addition in this test. Its core feature is accumulating curse mana through attacks, and once curse mana is full, switching runes to unleash different enhanced special attacks. Blasphemer Seers can also enter the Zeal state to boost their basic attributes. Additionally, Blasphemer Seers have their exclusive Divine Arts. In Mistfall Hunter, each class and archetype has its own unique set of skills and talents. We look forward to seeing the many different playstyles you develop during the test. Next, let's team up and get ready for combat. Guild hunters forming a team will enter a multiplayer camp, where everyone can see each other in the same scene. Emotes can be used both inside and outside of matches, and will continue to add more fun emotes over time. In this test, stages are divided into normal and chaos difficulties, both supporting solo and trio modes. On normal difficulty, guild hunters cannot bring equipment above excellent rarity. This restriction mainly aims to prevent excessive equipment disparity within the same match. Chaos difficulty requires all equipment to be at least rare. Monsters are tougher, and drops are of higher rarity, offering greater risk and reward for a more exhilarating experience. Today we'll demonstrate a match in trio mode on normal difficulty. Now, let me introduce the Extraction loop, the core gameplay of the game. As demonstrated earlier, after preparing in the camp, you can enter matches to explore Brandergard. In the fortress, you need to loot treasures, fight monsters and other guild hunters, while searching for returner woodlings to successfully escape. You can only bring back the items you're carrying if you successfully escape. Let's skip ahead and get to the boss challenge. In this test, a brand new boss has been added, Harold, the Fallen General. He was the last general of Brandergard who, having trusted the wrong people, strayed ever deeper down a path of destruction. In battle, we first need to defeat the soldiers who have sealed the general's soul. When General Harold's soul returns to his body, he enters the second phase.
I carry mine ancestors' legacy to purge this world of monsters.
Featuring multiple dashes and mobility skills, as well as freezing, slowing, and other control effects, which poses a great challenge to guild hunters' mechanical skills. Let's take a look at what the boss dropped. Valuable items now need to be identified first. We've also overhauled the inventory system. Tactical items now have their own dedicated inventory, and we've added Pip's Pocket, a secure container similar to those commonly found in Extraction games. Items placed in Pip's Pocket won't drop upon death, but equipment cannot be stored there. Let's quickly stash our valuable loot in Pip's Pocket. This test also introduces two new extraction methods, the Soul Tree and the Fairy Woodling. First, the Soul Tree. At the start of a match, Soul Trees hosting souls of return spawn randomly in the scene. Extraction points can be summoned directly near Soul Trees. However, note that Soul Trees will wither after some time. Afterward, extraction points can no longer be summoned, and any existing ones will disappear. We won't escape yet. Let's continue by demonstrating the Fairy Woodling extraction method. Fairy Woodlings spawn randomly later in the match. Escaping via a Fairy Woodling only allows you to bring out equipped items, 4 selected items, and items in Pip's Pocket. Guild hunters should choose carefully. Finally, let me demonstrate the most basic extraction method, finding a returner woodling. At intervals, returner woodlings will randomly appear in areas without Gyldenmist. When returner woodlings appear or engage in combat, special sounds and visual effects will mark their location. Defeat a returner woodling, obtain its soul of return, and you can successfully escape. At the end of the video, let me introduce the new forging feature. As the workshop level increases, equipment of all rarities can be forged. Currently, epic accessories can only be obtained through forging. Forging also has a chance to trigger a perfect forge, granting equipment of +1 rarity. For example, in this perfect forge, I received an epic mace. Good luck to all guild hunters in your forging adventures. That's all for this video. Due to time constraints, we couldn't cover everything. Please explore more gameplay and updates during the test. The current version may still have issues, so your suggestions and feedback are greatly appreciated. We hope you all have fun. Enjoy the game.
I have seen the end of the world. As the gods shattered, Gyldenmist, born of their flesh, fell upon the mortals. I have seen the ruins of old, like graves for a hidden past. and madness without end. I have seen the hunters awakened, steadfast heroes among them, and treacherous villains as well. I have seen the thrones brought low, faiths torn asunder, and all that still lives before the end. They war and struggle in anguish and despair. But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the dark.